Hey, this is Reviews and Other Stuff, and today I'll be reviewing the movie Marcel, The Shell with Shoes On. This is a new film from Studio 24, and they're primarily known for their lineup of horror films. As always, my review will be illustrated and the artwork is done by myself. The film is directed and co-written by Dean Fleischer Camp, and is based off existing short films featuring the same character. The voice talents include Jenny Slate and Isabella Rossellini, with the director playing one of the human characters in the film. This is a non-spoiler review, so I'll only discuss what has been shown in the trailer. As always with all my movie reviews, I'll tell you briefly about the plot, the characters, my pros and cons, final thoughts, and if this is worth checking out at your local movie theater. I was thinking about maybe adding a new category on my checklist called Does It Suck? I don't know. Maybe that might be too much. Okay. Okay. So the online plot summary states feature adaptation of the animated short film interviewing a mollusk named Marcel. Now, when I saw this trailer in the movie theater, I knew I was going to watch this, like no questions asked. It looks so interesting and so different from the lineup of films we're normally accustomed to. I knew I wasn't going to miss it. It's something different and unique, and it was a nice change of pace to have a smaller film like this get released theatrically. Now, I'm not familiar with the Marcel shorts released thus far, and nor have I seen any of them, so I can't really comment on that. And as shown in the trailer, Marcel is a talking seashell voiced by Jenny Slate, who also co-writes the script. The only companion he has at the moment is his grandmother named Connie, and Connie's voiced by Isabella Rossellini, and she's excellent. And there's also a man that lives in the house with Marcel and Connie, and he decides to start recording his interactions with them. He then subsequently decides to start uploading his videos with Marcel on YouTube, and he quickly starts to gain a following. Marcel then decides to use the videos as a way to find his family because of its broader reach. Only the internet. And without giving any spoilers away, that really is the basic premise of the film, as the second and third acts of the film focuses on and captures his journey with Connie to find their family. Now, onto my pros and cons of the film. I really enjoyed this movie a lot. My first pro is the voice acting. I like the work done by Jenny and Isabella. They're both fantastic. And as soon as you hear Marcel speak, you immediately get that vibe of a young boy that is like 6 years old and very innocent, and you just want to be his best friend and protect him like he's some Disney cartoon character. At least that's the image that pops into my head every time he speaks. It's very Bambi-esque, like Thumper. I like the comedy provided by Marcel. I would say it's more adult comedy than kiddie humor. I mean, Jenny is a grown adult in her 40s and she delivers her brand of humor in this film. It's sort of quick wit type of sarcastic humor while giving this kid-like vibe because of the voice Marcel has. Next, Isabella is fantastic. She brings so much heart and warmth into her character just by the voice acting alone. You get a good sense about how considerate and thoughtful she is in her scenes with Marcel. I also like their scenes together when they're interacting, and like every time they weren't together, I was rooting for them to have a scene together. And I just wish there were more scenes with her in the film. Second, I like the animation in the film, and when I originally saw the trailer, I thought it was some type of hand-drawn animation, but it's not. It's actually stop-motion cinematography, and it's really well done in the film. And my third pro is I like the themes and messages in the film. There are so many. Obviously, the first one is home. And what does home mean to people? Like, what is that definition? Because it may be slightly different for everyone. I also like the themes of friendship, acceptance, loneliness, and how having tons of followers doesn't make someone complete. Like, all of these important messages are sprinkled throughout the film. Now, onto my cons, and I wouldn't call these cons, but maybe small gripes. The entire film sort of functions as a documentary all in itself, and to elicit that tone, it is sort of shot like one, and there are a few shaky cam scenes. Not a lot, but enough that I noticed, and I wish it wasn't in the film. I really don't understand shaky cam or the purpose of it. Like, if the director of any film does that and is aiming for intensity, and if you don't know by now, it does not create any form of intensity whatsoever. It is just annoying and can make people vomit in the movie theater. Now, my second gripe is when I saw the trailer, I got a tearjerker vibe from it, but I never got emotional in the film. Like someone sitting next to me was crying halfway through the film and couldn't stop. Like from the middle to the end, it was nonstop tears. Now, I had just seen the movie The Black Phone right before this one, so not sure if the tonal shift impacted my enjoyment of this film. But I did want to be moved, and I only slightly got choked up at certain parts. That was my other small gripe because I really wanted the feels. Now, on to my final thoughts. This film gets a solid 7 out of 10 from me. It's a very enjoyable film that moves at a brisk pace. I was never bored. The film has a wonderful fantasy element and whimsical charm to it, which are brought to life so wonderfully by Marcel and Connie. I think we all wish we kind of had a seashell talking friend to keep us company. So I highly recommend that you check this out in theaters because I think you'll have a good time. The film, in a way, is lighthearted because of the unique characters and their appearance, but it's also sad and somber, and there's also some poignant messages in it as well. I hope you enjoyed this video. Also, if you like, please subscribe, helps the channel out a lot. I try to make a video once a week if I can. Thanks so much, and thanks for checking out my review. Hope you enjoyed it, and leave your comments below on whether you like the film or not.